And now to this. So the CDC's changes yesterday in isolation guidance are now causing some concerns. So you might recall yesterday we told you this. The CDC changed the guidelines saying that infected people can leave isolation after 5 days instead of 10. That's only if they no longer have symptoms and if they continue to wear a mask around other people for 5 additional days. CDC officials saying the hope for doing this is to allow more people to continue life as normal, especially when we are seeing these worker shortages plaguing so many industries. WCNC Charlotte's Chloe Leschner has more on what went into this agency's decision and why pilot and flight attendant unions still have questions about them.
As the rapid spread of Omicron gives many flashbacks to early 2020, the CDC has cut the quarantine time for asymptomatic people in half.
We feel that it is safe to do that. If you look at the chance of getting a transmission in that second half of that 10-day period, it's considerably less than in those first few days.
Quarantine is also shortened to 5 days for someone who's unvaccinated or eligible but not yet boosted. People who do have that extra shot of protection no longer have to quarantine if they're exposed. It's now recommended they mask up for 10 days. This is meant to offset worker shortages across industries, especially in the skies. Thousands of flights canceled Christmas weekend because of COVID-related staffing issues. Captain Dennis Tager, the spokesperson for the union representing American Airlines pilots, says this raises some concern.
Because the FAA allows us to not wear a mask on the flight deck if it gets in the way of your duties. So if you have someone who's exposed and an American says, yeah, come to work, CDC says it's okay, you can't comply with the masking requirement if it gets in the way of your safety and duty. So you may have another spreader event in the flight deck, which can lead to cancellations like we just saw.
The flight attendant union echoing some of those thoughts in a statement saying if businesses pressure workers to return to work before they feel better, it can create an unsafe work environment. Dr. Fauci defending the CDC's decision.
So on balance, if you look at the safety of the public and the need to have society not disrupted, this was a good choice.
Chloe Leschner, WCNC Charlotte.